Hi guys. This light won't stay on. Hello. Won't stay on. Hello. What's happening, guys? I can't see any questions. I can only see people joining. Ricky's here. Crimson Moonley's here. I can see hey, Daredevil's saying hello and hey, but that's it. Jacob's here. Anne's here. Teeny. I'm away from the internet. Is it seriously laggy, guys? Is it? Good connection. Is it all right now? Lois, I was on last night. No reacting to SP and the rain check. Oh, wonderful, darling. No reacting to SP. Wonderful. Good. No reacting to that rain check. Excellent, darling. It was laggy for a sec. Is it all right now, guys? It says good connection now. Just let me know. Otherwise, I'll go from my phone. Is it okay? My brother's actually coming around in a little while to set up I've got this system to make this Wi-Fi in here better because the Wi-Fi is all the way out the back of the house. It's not reaching the front of the house. And I've bought this big system thing, all these extra modem, whatever they're called. He's going to set it up for me because I have no idea. Yes, all good. Okay, good, because I can't have this happening. This is ridiculous. I can't be doing Zoom calls and shit. Guys, I had a question about a few things. Have you guys ever used Google Meet? What do you guys think is better? Those of you who use Google Meet and Zoom for group meetings, which you think is easier to use and better to use? Because I was actually thinking of using Google Meet instead of Zoom for group coaching. I actually think Google Meet's got more features like captions. I could have more people in the meeting for longer, it seems. You've used Zoom. Teams is the best. What's Teams? Every time I'm on here, Zoom. Oh, you think Zoom? So if I'm in a group and there's a lot of you, so there's 15 of you, how do we not all talk at the same time on Zoom? Do I mute everyone, and just talk to the one person I'm talking to? Is that Google Teams is better, or Teams? Yeah, Google. Is that Google Meet? Is that the same thing? Or is Google Teams different? Google Teams or Google Meet's the same thing. You can raise hands. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, Microsoft Teams. Yeah, because I was thinking with Google, you can raise your hand to ask a question. So if we had 5 minutes for each person in the training or in the coaching, and then after that you can have, however many minutes of questions after I've done the initial 5 minutes with you, then you can raise your hand. Oh, you can raise your hand on Zoom too? Oh. Kim has us put questions in the chat box and then we go in order. Yeah, but that's just like this. Well, I want to be able to talk to you. Do you mean chat box in the Google? Oh, okay. So then she'll go, I'll pick Brittany's question, then go to Brittany and talk to you. Is that what you mean? That's what Kimberly's doing from Manifesting Kimberly in Google Meet. Because that's where I got the idea from, because she does Google Meet. And I was thinking, oh, maybe I should use that. And I looked into it last night. It looks better. Google Meet's really good, yeah. I was kind of thinking it might be better than Zoom. And everyone's got a Google login. Really. A lot of people already have it. Brad Yates is in Zoom. We raise our hands and he goes in order. Oh, Brad Yates does Zoom meetings, does he? What, the EFT tapping dude? Does he really? Teams, you can raise hand, chat box, mute, unmute. Oh, okay. Well, maybe they're all the same. Teams, you raise your hand. Yeah, okay. You can mute everyone on Zoom. So 15 people wouldn't be hard to handle, would it? If I did 15 people training for 15 each time. What do you think? Google Meet's really good, yeah. My kids have been homeschooling with Google Meets and it works for a class of 30. Ah, yeah. And they have to have the hand raising, don't they? Otherwise kids can't ask the teacher anything. Yes, Teams is on mobile. So Teams is Microsoft. This is not Google. This is something different. I give job training with Teams and it's way better than Zoom. Okay, Teams. This is Microsoft Teams. So there's Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, and Zoom. They're 3 different things, right? I've got contact up to 3 weeks. No contact, just casual conversation. What to continue to do? Just continue to be your wonderful self, darling, and don't bring up the past and just be the beautiful girl he met at the beginning. And let him come towards you. Is this different to a comment? Well, yeah, I don't want it just to be like this, because if it's just like this and you guys, I can't talk to you directly, then it's no use to me. The meetings have to be live meetings with me talking to you directly. 15 is honestly not, is, what's the, oh wow, who sent me that massive thingy-jiggy? Thanks, Cat Louise Fletch. Send a carousel. Oh, you're sending me so many gifts lately, darling. Thank you so much. Zoom is better and universal. And Google Meet can do breakout rooms. Oh. What were you saying about 15 people? 15 is honestly a lot, not going to lie, just speaking from experience. Is it? 15 is too many. Is 12 too many? The other thing I was thinking was 12. 12 people. Is that too many? Otherwise, it's going to be too expensive. If I make it 7 people, the training's going to be expensive. So it's up to you guys if you want it to be. I don't know. Like if I make it too small, it'll be more expensive for everyone. So I'm trying to think of a alternative to it being too expensive. Maybe I'll do a poll in the group and ask what everyone would like. Would they like a higher price and less people, or more people and a lower price, or what's better? I guess if people want one-to-one meetings with me, they want less people because they want the one-to-oneness of it, I guess. Try it and then decide on the group size. Yeah, you know what I was thinking of doing? 12 to 15 is more manageable for the host, yeah. Oh, what's this? If you make it, why would you doubt 15? Yeah, but I thought 15 might be too many as well. What's this say? Brad probably had 100 and then he unmuted people. Oh, 100 people. Jesus, did he? I thought about attracting my SP back, stalked him on Facebook. He looks happy with his partner. Okay, well, see you later. Bye, darling. What are you doing here? Do you want him back or not? Guys, it doesn't matter that they're with someone else. Circumstances don't matter. People look happy all the time on socials. Doesn't mean they are. Social media is fake. Don't believe it for a second, darling. The only amount of people I know who've got social media posts with their partner and meanwhile the partner was having a fucking affair, and you look at the social media, it looks like they're blissfully happily married. It's fake, darling. Self-concept and changing the old story and literally dropping the old story is where it's at. Yes, guys. Hang on, guys. The fortune teller said we'll only be together for a long time, Mayo. Fortune teller said we will only be together. Guys, I couldn't give a shit what the fortune teller said. They're literally reflecting your thinking. They're not fortune telling. If you've gone to fortune teller, I don't know what you're doing here. Darling, they are literally reflecting your thinking. If you thought that you won't be together for a long time, she'll say that. If you think you're going to be together for a long time, she'll say that. May you manifest. You're manifesting all fucking day. Please go to my Facebook group and watch all the lives because you're very lost if you've been going to fortune tellers to figure out your fortune. No one can tell you your fortune, darling. They're literally, you're reflecting your thought out and they're reflecting it back just like every other person. No one's telling your fortune. I'm really sorry to burst your bubble. I've been working on self-concept, realised it's all about that and everything is conforming to my reality. Wonderful life is a simulation. Great. Need a good talking to Loz. Style, SP started, need a good talking to Loz style. SP started commenting stuff on an ex Facebook. I need a Loz slap. Who gives a shit? Darling, my literal answer to that is, you're giving a shit. Who gives a shit? I have exes all over my Facebook. If I had an SP who said to me, you can't comment on your ex's Facebook, I'd be like, are you right? How fucking insecure are you? I'm friends with these people. Go away. What's wrong with you? Get a fucking grip. That's what I'd be saying. Because it means they're insecure. It's got nothing to do with me. I'm friends with them. Work on your self-concept. Have you seen Sammy's new video? So I'm the only one confused by it? Oh, I haven't seen it. It popped up on my YouTube this morning, but I was too busy watching Gabby Petito stuff. Dog the bounty hunter gave up the hunt. Yeah, I don't think he was going to find him in that campground. He left with his sister in a truck on the 6th. I don't think he was going to find him anywhere. They either left him there and he left of his own accord with a truck that the sister brought in, or he left after the 8th. That fucker is nowhere to be found anywhere in Florida. I mean, if people are still looking in Florida, they're going to need their head read. What are they on about? What are they on? That guy's long gone. He's halfway to fucking California by now. Ridiculous. You look so pretty. Oh, thank you, darling. Loz, how to be in a state of having it. Well, how would you be in the state of having a holiday before you went on the holiday? Would you assume you're going on the holiday? So when you book a holiday, guys, think about this. When you go to the internet, you book the flights, and these are in the days when you could travel, and you booked your hotel, and you're looking at the things to go and see in Barcelona or whatever the places, the sightseeing things. Are you anticipating you're going? Or do you spend the entire time between now and 3 months away when your trip's coming up thinking, oh my God, I hope they don't cancel the trip. I hope you're just anticipating going. It's like booking a trip, guys. Whenever I used to book for a trip, I would live there practically in my mind. I'd be so hanging out to go there. And every time I'd look at the, tourist information about where to go, I'd imagine myself at the Spanish Steps. I'd imagine myself at the Colosseum. I'd imagine myself going there. What would we do? Oh, we'd get on the bus, tour, and we'd go here, this place, and we'd go here. You do that in a trip, guys. You do it naturally all the time if you're booking a vacation. Think about it that way. I want you to imagine your SP is the vacation. You just haven't got to the vacay yet, but you're booking the whole thing. You're imagining the whole thing before you get there. Same thing. If any of you booked a trip, you'll understand what I mean. In your mind, you're practically there. You talk about when we go to this place, then. You don't think, oh, if we go on the trip, and if the plane comes to pick us up, and if the hotel doesn't cancel, then we'll go to the Spanish Steps. You're assuming you're already going. It's going to happen. It's done. The trip is done in your mind. Same thing. Did anyone get their SP after manifesting them? What are you talking about? Go to the Facebook group, darling. Read all the success stories. Watch all the lives. We talk about it every day. I love planning the trip planning. Yeah, look, guys, I used to plan trips all the time, and I never once anticipated that I wouldn't go on the trip, and I never once had a trip cancel. Never once. Never once in all the holidays I've gone on. And I used to travel a shit ton. When I lived in London, I would go to Europe, at least once a year. At least. Or another place. Mm-hmm. I don't think I ever in the 14 years I lived in London didn't travel to somewhere else that year. And every time I went on the trip. And in my mind, I was going before I went. I've been dreaming every day about my SP. Does it mean anything? It just means you're dreaming about them, darling. It means your subconscious has been impressed. Good. Give it that meaning. Loz did some revision today, made my persisting much easier. Good, darling. Hang on, guys. I'm going to scroll all the way up because I was crapping on about Zoom. I've literally missed everyone's questions at the beginning. Hang on. Wait a second. Okay. Why not do a trial group and see how you do the setup? You know what I was thinking of doing? When I set up the self-concept course, I'll put in a draw for people who've done bought the self-concept course, that people can be on a call, a couple of trial calls, and they can be the trial. They can do the call for free. Loz cares so much about our pockets. I just don't want it to be super expensive, guys, because I know that a lot of people are charging a fortune for this stuff. Kata, oh, thank you, darling, for the Kata thing, for the little, what have you sent me? How to manifest my ex back. I want to put a love spell on him so he won't slip away. Oh, Alexis fucking Michelle. Jesus Christ. Have you been here before? We don't talk about love spells, darling. All a love spell is manifesting them. Okay? It's using thoughts, sending them out, and thinking it's a spell. It's not a fucking spell. It's manifesting. Okay? He won't slip away unless you think he will. If you think you need to do a spell to hold on to him, I need to hold on to dear life because he's going to slip away. I need a spell. Where's the spell? Has anyone got a spell? You're fucked. Because you're assuming he's going to slip away. You're assuming you need to keep him. And therefore, with that thought, you're going to literally lose him. That desperate, needy fucking energy and that fearful thinking that's behind that need for a spell and the thought that he's going to slip away is literally going to make the fucker slip away because that's your assumption. It's the law of assumption. It's spiritual law, darling. Whatever you dominantly think about the situation will fucking happen. So stop thinking that. And start going to the Facebook group and watching all these live videos, because if you've been looking for love spells, you're as lost as hell. And I can't fucking help you unless you get that thought out of your mind that you need a love spell, because that is just bullshit. A love spell is a placebo, like a bay leaf or cinnamon or a crystal. Something you're believing is doing something. It ain't doing shit, darling. It's your thinking that's causing the situation. If you think he's going to slip away, he fucking will. Please go to the Facebook group and watch number 25 and then watch number 41 and then watch all the fucking lives. Because you're lost as hell if you need a love spell right now. If you're talking about fortune tellers and love spells on here, guys, I ask you, what the fuck? It's manifesting. You manifested the breakup with your dominant thinking during the relationship of he doesn't love me, he doesn't want me, this is falling apart, he's slipping away, and then, oh, miraculously, oh my God, he slips away. Because you were thinking it. Because it was what you were dominantly thinking the whole time and fearing and being insecure about the whole relationship. And now you're trying to get them back with the same fucking thinking. It won't work. You've got to change that thinking to get them back. If you think they're going to slip away, they fucking will. Loz, all of my For You page readings are amazing and conforming, but I don't see movement. Well, don't worry, darling. My For You page is littered with the same story over and over and over fucking over with the tarots. Okay, so it's on its way. Be fucking patient. How do you know nothing's moving? How do you know nothing's happening? Can you see it? Are you the invisible person? Are you in your SP's house seeing them crying about you every night? You're not. What's this? She looked on social media, so recreated her old story to reality. What are we talking about? What are you talking about, darling? Rebuild happy. I didn't see the beginning of that. If you regress into the old story for a few hours, does that delay it? No, guys, just jump back on the horse, okay? Don't give it that meaning. I have a full-on date with SP on Thursday, 2 dates in 1 month, definitely conforming. Oh, Jessica, wonderful! A full-on date? Hi, I'm curious about how to affirm him wanting me to live with him or for me to fly me to the UK. So imagine living with him, darling. Imagine he can't live without you. He actually needs to live with you. He needs to wake up with you every morning. That every morning he wakes up without you, he's lonely and sad and doesn't feel right. And he needs you to actually live with him. And he needs you to be in the same place as him. That the distance is killing him. Affirm all those things. Do you have any recommendations for sleep affirmation YouTube videos? No, darling, I recommend you do your own. I recommend you record them in your voice memos, loop them in VLC, the app, listen to them all night because they're yours and they're specific to you. Those sleep affirmations won't do a hell of a lot unless they're really fucking specific to your crap. If they're just Dylan James, general woo-woo shit, great. It's better than nothing, but it won't do a hell of a lot unless it's really specific to your self-concept stuff in your childhood, okay? My SP and I finally talked and he stopped replying. What affirmations can I use? I've got to work. What affirmations can I use? Are you working on your self-concept? Or are you just desperately looking for SP affirmations? What can make him still talk to me? I need him to talk to me. I'm desperate for him to talk to me. He's left me on red. Ah! That's what you're doing in that comment. I can't see any self-concept work going on in this question, darling. Have you watched me before? He finally talked, but we stopped. You've got to change that energy and that thinking and this freaking out you're doing. I'm freaking out. I can't lose him. Give me some affirmations. I've got to go to work. I need them desperately. That's just going to push that fucker further and further and further away because you're like, I need to hold on to you. I need you. Without you, I'm nothing. Help. That's what you're doing. You need to work on your self-concept, darling. I can't help you with any fucking affirmations with that comment. You need to work on your self-concept. Go to the Facebook group and watch number 25. Please. You're so helpful. I make my day all the time. Oh, what am I doing? What do you think about the book Psycho Cybernetics? I love it. It's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful book. Please go and read it, guys. It's by Dr. Maxwell Maltz. He was a plastic surgeon who realized it didn't matter what he did for some people and changed their bodies, that their mind wouldn't change and they would still see themselves in the mirror the same. And I had that problem myself as a person who had body dysmorphia. So that book really impacted me quite profoundly because it was my story in a book. Okay? It's an excellent, excellent book. You can also listen to it on YouTube for free. I have the book, started it, excited to read it. Yeah, it's great. What app did you say for looping affirmations? VLC. It's free on the App Store, guys. Loz, does our birds for land pursue us and then a week later he's acting distant, which I don't care about? If they're acting distant again, it's your old self-concept kicking in of like, oh, people abandon me, people reject me, people go away. Things don't work out for me, darling. It's still your old shit. Why tarots keep telling me we're over? Because you've still got the old thinking about that you're over and he's not coming back. Have you changed your thinking? They're just reflecting your thinking, or they're reflecting your old thinking if you're doing the new thinking. Either way, it's the old story still playing out in front of you on your For You page. Doesn't mean it's true. It just means it's reflecting your current or old thinking. What were you thinking before? That you were never going to get him back? That there was no chance in hell? That you would have to use a love spell or go to a fortune teller to figure out what the fuck is going on because you lost him in your mind? That's why. Been religiously eating you and SP hasn't contacted in a week. What? Been religiously eating you. And SP hasn't had contact in a week. Eating me? What are you talking about? Watching me, you mean? Okay, so he hasn't contacted you in a week. What are you freaking out about? Guys, when they don't contact you, give a good meaning. They've got a life. They're really busy at the moment. Maybe I did something that pushed them away. I'm going to stop that. I'm going to work on my self-concept in the meantime. I realised I had bad self-concept in love coming from my mum. That's what I've been really working on. Oh, look, guys. Sometimes our parents' relationships were a really fucking bad example. My parents' relationships was an appalling example of a romantic relationship. There was no romance. They screamed and yelled at each other. They didn't get along. My dad had no respect for my mum. Like, zero. So when you watch a really bad relationship, or a parent who overgives, or a parent who loves the other one more than they love them, it's not a great example. And that will fuck with your brain. And you've got to really change that. And also, TP wants to get rid of the baby. What's this? What are you talking about? Third party? Is this what you're talking about? Where's the rest of this? The other day, I said the third party is pregnant with SP, and I persisted. Now they broke up, and she wants to get rid of it. Oh, that was progress, I guess. Jesus Christ. You did that. We have young children, but I want to be on my own. I feel selfish, but... What are you talking about? Let me read the rest of this. God, this is hard with, like, it all broken up into 10,000 sentences. An ex from 11 years ago messaged me today, told me I was single, like, lol, oh, wonderful. Lozzie getting the vaccine. Fuck no. Understand being desperate pushes them away, but how do you actually stop feeling the desperation? You've got to work on your self-concept to build yourself up, darling, so you're not looking at them as your whole happiness. Oh my God, I need you. Without you, I'm nothing. I'm going to fall apart without you. My life's shit without you. I need you. You're so amazing. You're so much better than me. There's no man in the world like you. Are you thinking things like that? That's why. I've been on my mental diet, but haven't seen movement. What should I do? There's a lot of you coming on this live today saying, I haven't seen movement. There's always movement. Stop watching me. Guys, do you have faith in the unseen, or are you just waiting for validation in 3D? I need some movement. I need him to message me. I need proof that this is working. I need proof. Well, fucking stop watching me, because you're not understanding. You're not meant to be doing that. You're not even meant to be looking for the proof. If you're looking for the proof, you'll fuck it up. Stop looking for it, guys, because every time you look for it, you fuck it. You push it away. Where is it? Where is it? I don't have any faith. I don't have any faith anything's happening behind the scenes. I have zero faith. I need constant confirmation in 3D because I think this is real and I think up here isn't real. And I'm not getting what Lord says about this is real and this is old. Looking for proof pushes your manifestation back. Yes. Lodge look pretty today. Oh, thank you. It's because I'm sitting in front of a big window. Happy to have light on my face for once. Loz, what do you do when something comes up in the 3D that's a slap? You ignore it! Or you recognise it as a fucking slap in the face to teach you what you need to work on. Oh, Jesus Christ, I still feel unchosen, unwanted and unloved. Well, I better fucking work on that because the third party just showed up and that must prove to me that I was thinking someone might steal him from me because I don't think I'm good enough. Well, shit, I really need to work on this. Thank you, 3D, for slapping me square in the face and teaching me what I fucking need to work on because I haven't fixed my shit yet. Stay calm and unbothered. Yes, darling. Absolutely, Kelly. What affirmations for when you analyse everything people say? I don't take anything personal. Yes, but fucking work on your self-concept, darling, so you don't give a shit what anyone's saying anymore. I never compare myself to others. I don't give a shit what anyone says about me. I am so confident in myself. If I hear criticism, I never believe it. I don't care what the fuck anyone thinks of me. I only care what I think of me. That's about your self-concept, darling. Don't take it personal. It isn't going to do shit. You need to work out why you're taking it personal. Why don't you think you're good enough that you don't care what people say? You're working on the icing there with that affirmation. I want you to work on the cake of I don't feel good enough and I care what people think. That's why you care what people think, because you don't think you're enough. So you're constantly, am I enough? Oh no, I'm not enough. And do I get criticised because I feel shit about myself? Oh yes, this person's confirming that I feel shit about myself and I'm a piece of shit. You're just reflecting about what you think. People criticise you. If people say things to you that are distasteful, if people are mean to you, it's a reflection of what you think about you. People don't love me. I'm unloved. I get rejected. I'm not enough. And then people will criticise you, push you, be nasty to you, be mean to you, reject you. No one compares to me. His life goes shit without me. He's all about me. Yes, I love that, Deborah. How does looking for it slow down? I get when it's triggering, but what if I'm okay? Just curious. I get when it's triggering. How does it slow it down? Because you're literally not understanding that this is the only reality. And you're looking at this reality out here thinking it's real and waiting and getting shitty and saying, look, when you look at the 3D and you say, I've got no movement, your brain goes, the fuck, bitch? I've been living in the end this whole time that it's happening, that it's here. And now you're saying it's not here. Where is it? You're confusing your fucking subconscious mind that's trying really hard to live in the end now. It's really trying fucking hard. And then you're going, it's not here. Where is it? And then your mind goes, oh, you know what? It's like the guy with the papers in the meme. Oh, I give up. I give up. I was trying to live in the end and you fucked it for me because now you're saying it's not here. We were magically living in the end up here. We were doing a real good job and you've just literally shat on everything we've just been doing all this time. You've literally shat on it. And your mind just goes like the guy with the papers, fuck this shit, I'm out. I'm out. See ya. And you just got back to square one. And you're, sorry, subconscious, I'm still living in the end. I still believe he's here. And it goes, no, you didn't, bitch. You're not believing he's here at all because you're looking to see where he is. We were tricking your mind the whole time. We were doing a fucking stellar job and you've just shat all over our good work. Fuck you. See ya. Bye. Got it? Go and look at that meme. And every time you look at the 3D guys, you're the guy, your subconscious is that guy with the papers. Fuck this shit. That's what it does. And you're back to square one. You fucked it. You've just fucked it. Have you seen Sammy Ingram's new video? No, darling, I haven't. What does the woman who has it all mean? Meaning you've got everything. The SP, the house, the baby, the money, the everything that you need for nothing. I've been watching your videos on Facebook. It's been very helpful. And yes, I was one of those LOA people. Well, good. I'm glad you're not anymore, darling. Good for you. What app can I use to loop on Apple? VLC, darling. It's free. It's a little orange witch's hat. Shift into the state of having. Live in your head. Yes, darling. Believe and you will shift. Yes, here, kitty, kitty. I didn't know. I needed to hear Loz tell all the truths to my face until today. Self-concept is the only affirmations. Is only affirmations or did you use the other things to change the self-concept? What are you talking about? What's the question? Don't understand that one. Loz, I have manifested you not answering my questions. Question mark. I can't see it, darling. Hello, I love your video. Oh, thank you, darling. Loz, I had a dream. My ex of 7 years lives in another state. Where do I begin? Okay, you've had a dream about them. Great. So, what's it got to do with anything? If you want to manifest them back, darling. Don't understand the question. Where's this question you're saying I haven't answered you? I haven't seen it. When I'm manifesting on someone's behalf, I seem to only visualize negatively. I don't know why. Well, who's 22? But because maybe you think things don't work out for them or you don't believe you can do this. Why do you need to manifest on behalf of someone else? Is this your SP? You think they've got issues or something? So you're trying to manifest for them. They don't have issues anymore. They're over their ex now. That baby mama's gone away. I'm manifesting for them. If you're doing that, that's coming from a state of fear and you're trying to change them and manifest for them. And that's not what we're trying to do here. If that's what you're trying to do, that's why you're feeling negative about it. Because the fearful thought behind needing to do that is why the fear is still lingering. Because you're doing it out of fear, needing to change them in their reality when all you need to do is change your thinking about them. They love me. They want me. I am loved by them. Don't try and change them. What's going on for them or manifest for them. That's not what we're doing here. Is that what you're doing? That's why you're feeling negative, because you're doing it because you're not working on you and you're focusing on them too much. Is that what you're talking about? What are you trying to manifest for someone else? I bet you it's that. I looked at my old affirmations and saw how I kept friend zoning, living in the end now. Good, guys. Don't friend zone yourself in your own affirmations. Fuck no. SP and I were supposed to see a show tonight. Kept thinking he'll ditch me. Show was cancelled. I did that. Yep. You will. It can be that quick, guys. Loz want SP to post me on a cute TikTok sound to break contact. Can I manifest that? What do you need that specific thing for, Simone? I specifically need you to make a contact with me by doing a TikTok. Guys, that's fucking hella specific. Why is that so necessary? You can if you want. Imagine him doing it. Imagine the TikTok with you in it. But that's hella specific. That's the how. Loz, after starting to manifest my ex, I started to feel more beautiful. Good, darling. That's building up your self-concept and starting to feel more beautiful. That's wonderful. I'm actually trying to manifest on behalf of Khloe Kardashian. Why? Why, darling? Why are you trying to manifest on behalf of her? I think her life's pretty good. She's all right. You're trying to get her to fix her self-concept and not believe that every single guy's going to cheat on her. Is that what you're doing? Maybe I'm doing self-concept wrong. Well, what are you doing, darling? Tell me what you're doing. Good blanket affirmations cover everything. Self-concept, SP, health, mental health. Everything is working out for me. My life is perfect. Things like that, guys. After not reacting last night, he texted first thing this morning, came over for breakfast. Oh, lovely, darling. See, the not reacting is key, guys. Because I'll just think, oh, she's so easy to be around. Oh, this relationship with her is so easy. They love it when it's easy, guys. If you have high self-concept, you probably won't be feeling the need to manifest on behalf of someone. Loz, you're an angel. Thank you for all your help. You're welcome, darling. Loz, do you believe in the simulation theory? What, that life is a simulation? Yeah, it's a simulation of your brain. You've created it. It's a hologram of your brain. Is that what you're talking about? Everything is a hologram, guys. You created it. Is that what you're talking about? Is it possible to have an SP but now want them for yourself? Is it possible to have an SP but now want them for yourself? What do you mean? If they're yours, what are you talking about? Is the key to receiving your SP letting go of the outcome? No, I don't believe it is, but some people do. I don't believe in that, darling. I believe in persisting until it hardens into fact, which is what Neville taught you. Do you believe in the egg theory? I don't even know what this is. What is it? Hang on, guys, scrolling up. Loz, I manifested my friend to call me at exactly when I thought, why for my SP so difficult? Because you've got resistant thought about your SP, but not about your friend. It's not hard for you to think your friend will call you because you don't have this whole big story about he doesn't love me, he doesn't want me, my friend doesn't love me, my friend doesn't want me, my friend will never call me, my friend's probably looking at other girls. You don't have those thoughts about your friend. You've got to get rid of the old story about your SP. How do you shift into a state of trust that your manifestation will come to you? Like what I said to you about planning the trip. You're trusting that the trip will happen. You don't distrust the trip not happening the entire time you're planning it and waiting for it the 3 months to pass when you're going to go on the trip when you booked it. You trust it's going to happen. You have to do it in the exact same way, guys. You've got to believe it's coming or it's here already. One of the two. Will woman who has it all affirmation cover SP, health and mental? Yes, you can say that, guys. I know Sammy uses that. I'm the woman who has it all. Okay, well, great. If that works for you, but it might not work in my particular head. Some affirmations don't click for certain people. You can hear them from Sammy or see them on a Pinterest, but it won't work for you unless it means something for you. If you don't even understand what the phrase, I'm the woman who has it all is, and then you're using it, but you don't really understand it, it'll fucking do fuck all for you because your mind's like, what does that mean? Woman has it all. I'm fucking confused. I don't understand what that means. It's really got to resonate for you guys. Whatever affirmation you pick, especially a blanket one, it's really got to resonate. If it doesn't resonate, don't use it. It's like Sammy says, I'm the baddest bitch. I'm a badass bitch. Well, if I use the word ass the way she uses it, she's got an American accent. It sounds weird when I say it. Okay, so they've got to be specific to you guys. That's why just doing affirmations that other people have told you that aren't specific to you really won't do much. Okay? When I started to manifest, I felt that my SP was far away. Now I feel it close. Wonderful, darling. How can I find affirmations that are best for me? You need to investigate what your issues are, darling, what your self-concept issues are, what your fears are, what your insecurities are. Sit down for 20 minutes and write down every thought you're having and then look at them and think, is there a theme here of not feeling good enough? Or is there a theme here of not feeling lovable? Is there a theme here that people abandon me? Wow, that's my issue. Holy shit, I better affirm against that. People never leave me. I'm too important to lose. I'm beautiful. Everyone loves me. Whatever's the opposite of what you've been thinking, okay? I keep going back and forth between living in the end and remembering how much time is going by. Well, darling, I can't help you. Affirmation for trauma from childhood sexual abuse. Okay, guys, if you've had that, you've got to have things like starting to trust people because it's the lack of trust in people now, feeling like people will betray you, use you, not treat you well, that you can't trust someone, that they might hurt you. I trust now that the people I love are not going to hurt me. I know now no one is going to hurt me. I can trust the people I love with my heart. I can trust that they are always there for me and will always protect me and keep me safe. I know that the people I love me. Say those affirmations, darling. Will affirming self-concept alone manifest SP? You're just changing you, guys. So if you change you to a person who's lovable and wanted, yes. Because all they're doing is reflecting you, and they have no choice but to reflect that back. Oh my God, she's so lovable. I want her. What things can we do? Can we write about when we're doing the script the shit you want? Oh, okay, that's a good question. So in the Facebook group at the moment, guys, we've got a challenge called Script the Shit Out of Your Life. Okay, it's in for another week. So come and join us. Just look up scripting or script challenge or challenge. Okay, and what we're doing is every day writing a new journal entry or typing it out, a new bit of scripting. It could be what you want your SP to say to you when you get back together, the way you want them to whisper to you at night, making, sweet, sweet love to you, words of love to you. What would they say? What would you say to them if you had the chance? What would your wedding vows be like? What would your honeymoon be like? Could be a scene. What would your beautiful new home be that you bought together? What would be the day your baby was born be like? It could just be mundane stuff like, dear diary, today John and I did this, as if you're together now and you're writing it as if you've just had your day together with your SP. If it's about money, it's about the house you're buying, or you're renovating it, or all the things you're buying for the house. Or if it's a job, it's your new career, writing down what the new job is like. Okay, as if it's already happened. Either it's happening now or it's already happened. And you can write a different thing every day, and you can go back and read the things you wrote. Okay, I wouldn't rewrite the same things over and over and over again. Loz, does it mean it's better to feel real for you? Oh, Loz, does it mean it's better to record affirmations in my native language? Yes, guys. Why the fuck would you do it in another language? Understand. Do whatever your subconscious understands. What do you dream in? What do you think in? If you're Dutch, please don't write them in English. If I overreacted over him disappearing, did I mess it up? No, darling, stop saying you messed it up. Just say, I can't mess this up. Doesn't matter what I do, I can't mess this up. When manifesting my SP, do I say, he loves me, he wants to be with me, or am I doing it wrong? Yes, that's perfect, darling. Do that. Imagine you're together in your mind. Do I need to say his whole name? No, that's bullshit, darling. Your mind knows who you're talking about when you say John or you say he. Doesn't it picture him in your mind? Anybody who says you have to say their whole name's a fucking idiot. Or says don't say their name. You're going to think of them anyway. Your subconscious conjures images when you don't think of their name, you dumb bitch. There's some bitch going around saying that. It's like, do you think your brain's stupid? So when I'm trying not to say his name, I'm not going to picture him in my mind. Yes, I do. I have no control over that. Loz, I'm confused. I thought scripting was law of attraction. Well, it is a law of attraction-y thing, but we're trying it. Is it okay to think I'm out of his league for my self-concept? All it is, darling, is living in the state of having it already, the scripting. Is it okay to think I'm out of his league for my self-concept? Yes. If you think you're out of his league, that's great. I'm out of your fucking league, dude. You're so far below me. I'm up on this throne. You better step up, because I'm the queen of the world here. Better get your shit together. It's a good attitude to have, guys. Look at the amount of girls who treat their men like that. The men are just like, I love you so much. That's why that book, Why Men Love Bitches, is so popular. That's what it teaches you in that book. If I say SP is obsessed with me, is it okay? Yes, guys. Unless you have a really bad meaning with obsession and you think it means stalking, then use that. Is affirming against my parents' bad relationship helping them, or is it helping me? It's helping you, darling. Okay, imagine they had a perfect relationship because it's helping you change your mind about relationships that you grew up with. How to not feel discouraged over the time delay with SP? Guys, I don't know how to help you with these questions. If you think time is a factor, if you think it's going to matter, if you think that it's going to make them go and find someone else that a year is too long or 2 years is too long or whatever, then I can't help you. You're putting time as the obstacle and you're focusing on the time and you're giving it bad meaning, and until you stop doing that, it'll be an obstacle for you. You're either together in your mind or you aren't. You either think they're coming back or you don't. You either think they're yours or you don't. What has the time got to do with that? What if it takes 6 months? Okay, but in 6 months he's mine. So what's the difference? Guys, you've got to stop caring about the time. I can't stress this enough. A lot of you are caring about the time because you're thinking, I hope they don't meet someone else in this time. Or they've met someone else. I hope they don't fall in love with them more in this time. Use time as an advantage. If they found a third party, think the more they're with that bitch, the more they can't stand her, the more they realise she's not me. The time is helping me, because the more time he spends with her, the more he can't wait to get away from her and get back to me. Or whatever. Use the time to your advantage, guys, rather than fighting it. I needed this time to get my shit together. I'm glad for this time. My self-concept was in the toilet. I needed 6 months. Yay. You know what I mean? Truth. Okay, good. How should I affirm my house selling? It's a fixer-upper. Just imagine someone walking in and falling in love with it. All you need for a house to sell is one person to fall in love with it. Okay? So just imagine getting the offer that you want on paper. Imagine the amount written down, or someone sending you an email saying you've had an offer of blah. Or imagine the celebration day when you're like, oh my God, I can't believe we sold it for $500,000. Amazing. I made this much profit. Imagine a phone call with someone telling them the profit you made on your fixer-upper. Imagine it's sold already, and imagine someone walks in and loves it. Just falls in love with it. You only need one. Imagine it's sold already, and imagine telling a friend that you've sold it for the amount you want. Loz, I had negative thoughts. SP put online, stat back on, and thought he chat to other girls. Please help. I don't know what you're talking about. You mean he's gone back on online dating? Well, I can't help you, darling, because you're obviously thinking that third parties are a problem. You're thinking you're not good enough. You think he doesn't love you. You think he doesn't want you. Get rid of those negative thoughts. Are you controlling them, or are you just letting them run your mind? I can't help you if you're letting your negative thoughts run your mind. You've got to get control of them, guys. All manifesting is, consciously, is getting control of your thinking. If you guys can't get control of your thinking and you let your negative thoughts run you, there's not much I can do to help you other than say, get control of your mind. Get control of your mind. Get control of your mind. I can't come around your house and beat you in the head and say, stop thinking those thoughts. You've got to do that. I'm glad I had time to work on myself because I barely get triggered anymore. Exactly, Brittany. Exactly. God, I needed time. Jesus. I needed shit tons of time. I needed 44 years of time. But he likes when women do things for him, so what do I do? What's this, Alexis Cutter? My SP is trying to friend zone me, but I'm a queen and I don't hardly do anything. But he likes when women do things for him, so what do I do? How do you know he's trying to friend zone you? He's saying that? Darling, it's your thinking about him. If you think he's trying to friend zone you, he will. If you think he just wants you as friends, he will. If you think he doesn't love you, he won't. If you think he just wants you as the friend, he will only want you as the friend. What do? You stop thinking he wants you as the friend. He's got such sexual thoughts about me. I'm the only girl for him. He can't imagine his life with anyone but me. He's my best friend, but also my lover and my confidant and everything. He's my rock. He's not just my friend. I'm not just his friend. He wouldn't dream of friend zoning me, ever. Loz, have you tried middle hair part? I think we're really good. Your hair looks great too. Oh, thanks. But darling, my middle part, I look terrible with the middle part. I just look shocking. Shocking. Terrible. You know, some people really, it doesn't suit them. It really doesn't suit me. I won't even try it. It looks so awful. You'll be like, oh yeah, go back to, no. Never in my whole life had a middle part because it doesn't work. I think maybe I did when I was a kid, and then I had a blunt fringe. And it worked then. I don't know why it worked then, not now. I think my face is bigger or something. But thank you. But I don't think I can. My fringe has got very Donald Trump comb over. It's normally a lot shorter than this. It's got very long. What happens if your spouse lied about being sick and then find out she had people over for dinner? Darling, something's going on there where you don't trust her. Why don't you trust her? What happened to you in childhood where people betrayed you, or you got abused, or you had a mistrustful or unstable household where you couldn't trust the people you love? That's about you. What's going on there? What happened in your childhood, darling? Why don't you trust your own spouse? You've got to work on that. Investigate what that is. It's got nothing to do with her. She'll continue to betray you if you imagine she's a snake, or she betrays you, or she lies, or you had a liar as a child around you. That's what it's about. What happened to you? Work it out. No, you look amazing. No, honestly, guys. Honestly, it looks really bad. Plus, my hair is cut on the part. So if I would have no hair on this side, I don't think. Laws, what if I like two guys and I don't know which one to manifest? Is it okay to manifest two? Yes, I did. Just then you can pick one later. Laws, I saw that one. What happened if I don't remember what happened before 7 years old? A lot of you don't, guys. I blanked out a lot of shit. When I was in therapy, stuff would come to me and we'd do these revisions and meditations and closing our eyes for an hour, and I'd go to my mum and say, oh, I thought of this thing today. I must have made that up. She'd be like, no, that happened. And it'd be like whole memories that I could remember while I was being like almost hypnotized, and she was like, yeah, that happened. And I'd forgotten it. Okay? You will block things out. That's a trauma response. It's a coping mechanism. Okay? Don't worry about it. If you can't remember your first 7 years of childhood, just write down your thoughts now. Sit for 20 minutes and write down your thoughts, or figure out what your triggers are. You don't need to remember your childhood to know what to fix. You just got to look at what you're triggered by now, and it will tell you what happened in your childhood. It'll be very clear. Did therapy help you? Yeah, massively. Massively. But it still didn't help me feel chosen. That's the stuff I really need to work on myself by affirming. Mm-hmm. How to revise anger issues. I don't have any anger issues. You mean your own? I'm in full control of the feelings I feel. I don't let my fear run me anymore. Anger is a masked emotion. It's like a top emotion that's not a real emotion. There are reasons why you're angry, and it's nothing to do with anger. I feel fearful. I feel scared. I feel rejected. I feel not wanted. I feel unloved, and then you're angry. I feel not listened to. I feel unheard. I feel neglected, and then you're angry about it. What's underneath the anger? Figure that out and then affirm against those things. Anger is like a very secondary emotion. When someone's angry at you, it's got to do with something else. When you're angry, it's about something else. Got it? Do you recommend a good Perth-based therapist? I went to the schema therapy program at the Hollywood Clinic, at Hollywood Hospital. I would look up that. It was excellent. Got it, thank you. Okay, good. How do you control negative thoughts? I try. I've been good in the past few days, but then they trigger me. It's all right, guys. They will trigger you. They'll come back and trigger you. It just happens. It's your subconscious trying to remind you of who it thinks you are. Don't worry about it. Don't be thrown by it. Just get back on the horse. Just start affirming against your new affirmations, okay? I've got to go, guys. I've been on here for ages. I'm in a legal battle with my ex. Oh, who sent me that? Oh, Cat Louise Fletch. Thank you for the big swan. Thank you so much. And a duck. And a swan. Hang on. I'm in a legal battle. Oh, my God, all the swans. I'm in a legal battle with my ex. Today was the first time I wasn't triggered. Is my self-concept improving? Yes, darling. You're not triggered because you know the outcome. You know you're going to win. And you're working on your self-concept, so you're not bothered by them. Wonderful, darling. Oh, thank you for all the swans, my darling. I started seeing my life as a movie in front of me. I get to choose my character, how others see me. Wonderful, darling. I love that. But see yourself in the movie as well rather than watching the movie. Mm-hmm. It helps. You hit the nail on the head for me. Did you grow up with a liar around you? I did. Yes. My mum was a compulsive liar. I learned to lie. I became a consummate liar. I used to lie so much that I had to actively decide when I was an adult I wasn't going to lie anymore, because I used to lie about everything. Every little thing. Because my mum used to lie. And my life was painted as a bit of a lie. She hid a lot of stuff about me, kept secrets about me. And so that's why I became an actor, I think, because I am such a good liar. I've done jobs where I've pretended to be someone else, and then I've been hired by as an actor, I was hired once by KPMG, the big financial firm, to pretend to be a new recruit. And I used to do this thing, and it was like part of the training. And I was so good at it that one time, I actually did the work that this person was required to do above and beyond what was required of the training. I went to the HR people and I said, I've asked them if I can do this. And they said, we can't do that. You're going to have to write that yourself. And I wrote this whole report. And I got offered a job at KPMG in my 20s. I never took it. But I was so good at lying, they thought I was smart enough to work at KPMG in the tax department. And I was like, I was lying to you. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. I became an excellent liar. Oh my God, Loz, I had the same issue as you. Every day, more and more I understand how you said we are alike. Yep. Mm-hmm. Does reaching out to your SP interrupt the process of manifesting them? Only if you think it does, darling. If you can reach out with confidence, go ahead. Mm-hmm. Loz, I love you. Oh, Mariana, thank you. My 3D makes it seem so impossible to get my SP back. He said he doesn't want to see me again. Well, then you fuck, darling. Okay. Bye. Bye, Natalie. See you later. Darling, if you think the 3D matters, well, I can't help you. He said this, but I'm seeing this out here. Yes, that's right. It's a reflection of your thinking. Did you ever think he didn't want you? Did you ever think he didn't love you? Did you ever think this was hopeless? That's why I said that. It's a reflection of your thinking. What comes out their mouth, you put in their brain, with your shitty thinking. What shit were you thinking before you broke up? What shit were you thinking once you broke up? That he didn't want you? Ta-da! So he said it. Natalie, go and watch all my lives in the Facebook group because you're lost as hell. How did you discover Neville? Because I was fucked in the head, darling, and I need help. I have a hard belief about being used in relationships. Well, probably, darling, when you were a child, you were made to feel not good enough, or someone abused you or treated you that way and took advantage of you, and you feel like you're going to be taken advantage of, or you deep down just don't feel good enough in yourself and you feel you'll be used because you're not enough to be the girlfriend. I'll just be used for sex. People just use me for my body. They don't really want me. They don't really love me. They don't really love the real me that I am. They just use me. They use up my time, my love. They sap all my care and love dry. They sap me dry. They take all my care and love and they use it and leave because they don't truly love me because I'm not lovable. That's why, darling. Change that. I know if I write to my SP, he will reply, but I'm in my queen energy, so I'll wait for him to write. Well, good, darling. Do whatever. Whatever you think. My SP told me he hated me. Now we are closer than ever. Circumstances don't matter. Yes, here, kitty, kitty. Wonderful. Exactly. Love it. Is it normal to feel delusional sometimes when saying SP affirmations that aren't in 3D yet? Guys, when people use the word delusional, it really bothers me because it makes me think, do you guys get that you're manifesting everything all the time? That what is currently in front of you, you created. It's not delusion. It's what happens. I created this shit show. I created this breakup. Am I deluded thinking that? Oh no, this is what really happened. I fucking did that. What's deluded about that? You did it. So all you're doing is changing the thinking that caused that to get it back to the way you want it to be. What's delusional about that? Manifesting isn't magic. It's what you do all fucking day. Get that in your head, guys, if you think it's delusional. Is listening to affirmations at night and rerouting negative thoughts during the day enough? Well, yes, guys, it's changing your thinking. If you can listen to them at night and rerouting, that's a great word, your thoughts during the day, that is enough to change your reality, yes. Sometimes I have to address people in my 3D that haven't changed yet, so is it okay to revise them? Yes, go and revise them. Absolutely. I saw my SP yesterday, but why do I start feeling insecure today? Because you saw him and now you're freaking out. You're thinking, oh my God, this is too good to be true. I can't believe I saw him. I hope he's thinking of me. Maybe he doesn't even love me. Maybe he won't call me back. Maybe this was just a one-off. Maybe we'll never see each other again. What fearful thoughts are you having? That's why, darling. Don't let them run you. Stop that immediately. I saw SP yesterday. Oh, yes, the other one. How do I change that thinking? We've got to revise it, darling. Go back and change all the thoughts that you have that are shit or affirm against them, okay? So write down all your negative thoughts and then write the complete opposite on the other side of the page. No one loves me. I am so lovable. I'm ugly. I am so beautiful. He's never coming back. He loves me and he'll be back any minute. Circumstances don't matter. I create everything so I can recreate it. Yes, guys. Exactly. Keep working on your self-concept. Of course he wants you. Yes, guys. No need to rampage all the time, question mark. Some people have such intense routines of manifesting. Guys, it's up to you what your routine is. You don't need a routine. You don't need to rampage every day if you don't want to. You don't need to script every day or affirm like a motherfucker every day if that doesn't work for you. It's what works for you. Some people affirming all day doesn't work for them. Some people just sitting down and scripting at the end of the night or revising the end of the day works for them. It's what works for you guys. Okay. Thank you for this. Good. Nothing is too good to be true. Nothing is too good for me. Yes, that's wonderful, darling. Dream about SP. Is it a sign? Yes, it's a sign your subconscious has been impressed with thinking about them, darling. Wonderful. Meanwhile, I'm super sweet and feel so deeply. I work on being vulnerable, but how to not be miserable? How to not misread? How to not... I can't see the end of that, darling. Is this live going to be saved? Yes, guys, all the lives are saved in the Facebook group. Subconscious Laws, the link's in my bio. I'm about a month behind at the moment. Whatever brings the feelings of the wish fulfilled. Yes, guys. Whatever you can use to feel the feelings of the wish fulfilled, to think the thoughts of the wish fulfilled, like he is here, we are back together, I live in my dream house. Whatever you can do to do that, do that. That's the second part. Oh, where's the first part? Hang on, guys. Loz, I've been accused of being the opposite of needy and too distant, not easy to read, when meanwhile I'm super sweet and feel so deeply. I work on being vulnerable, but now how to not be misread. If you're accused of being cold and distant, darling, it's probably because before you used to maniacally text them like a needy bitch, and now you've stopped and they're like, what's going on? They'll get used to it. That's them trying to push you into your masculine energy again. Like, you used to come towards me and message me, and now I don't like it. Well, too bad, dude. You're going to have to fucking step up. I'm a queen. Or you can message them and do it from queen energy and feel confident about it. You don't have to stop messaging them altogether and stop reaching out altogether. If you're confident that you're together, guys, you can do all the messaging you like. But stop caring what they think and stop reading into what they're saying. It's your fears out of their mouth, remember? So if you fear that you're doing too much pulling back, if you fear you're being too much in queen energy and they won't like it, then they won't like it, because that's your fear and that's your thinking dominantly about the situation that I've changed and they won't like it, and therefore they won't like it. Got it? Lean back, yes. Can you talk about living in the end? I don't always believe my affirmations that I already have him. Guys, you don't have to believe it. Living in the end is just imagining the wish fulfilled. What would it feel like? What would it be like? What would your life be like if it were true, if you had the thing you want? What would you be seeing, feeling, hearing, touching, sensing every day? What would that be like? That's living in the end. All right, guys, I've got to go because I've been on here forever and I really have got so much shit to do today. And I've got about 10 messages I have to answer. So please do follow me if you don't follow me already. I go live twice a day. Put the notification bell on. I didn't realize you can actually go back to your profile when you're already following me. And at the very top of the profile, you see a bell. You can press get all notifications. I didn't realize that. You can do that, guys. So you definitely get the live notification, okay? And then come to the Facebook group and watch all these lives back. Subconscious laws. All right, guys. See you later.